What's up, guys? Welcome to my show. I'm Kobe Williams, and I'm going to give you guys a few picks for today. We're going to talk about the NHL card and the NBA card going on today. I'm going to give you measles your odds, not online odds right now because I'm in Montreal, Canada. We play with Lotto, so we're going to hit up the measles your odds. You could also do bet online if you do 3-6, intertops, whatever, but I'm gonna go by the odds that they give us here on the measles zero line. That's with Lotto Quebec in Montreal. That's where I'm located right now. So let's not wait. Let's start off at the first game is San Jose versus Washington. Honestly, both teams they're in a slump. Washington, they've lost what? The last 5 games. San Jose, they're on a 3-game losing streak. All 3 games, they allowed 6 goals. Shit, both goalies are playing horrible right now. Caps is not playing like a championship team or coming off a championship win, but San Jose is actually playing worse than them. Both Martin or it's Jones or Dell, it doesn't matter. They're both garbage. Hobie, he's playing garbage too as well. Right now, I wouldn't even want to pick anything. At the lines, it's 155 to 200. Washington is favored, and I'm gonna pick no pick actually. But if I if I would have to pick, or would just skip this game because we're looking for value here. We're not looking to waste any money. I do have a pick on this card though, but in this game I don't have a pick. I could see this game going over. Dell, he's actually 13, 21, and 3 all time against this team. 7, 11, and 3 in DC. These guys, I think both of them need the All-Star break, actually, to be honest. What would I pick? I would pick the over, if anything. We go with the over. But I don't have an official pick on that. I just have leans. I will lean Caps, lean the over. Let's go to the other game. Arizona against Ottawa. This is going to be a good game. The Arizona is coming off a 3-0 streak. They're 4 games behind for a while for the second spot of the wild card, right behind Avalanche. They're playing against the Ottawa team who's won 4 out of the last 6 games. They allow the second most goals in the NHL. Anderson, he's 14 and 14 and 3 in 31 starts. He allows the highest goals amongst goalies in the NHL that started 30 games so far. 3.56 goal against average. Oh man, that's not good at all. It's their last game before the All-Star break. Arizona has 2 more games left. I think this is a spot where they look ahead to Montreal tomorrow because Alec Galchenyuk, he makes his return to Montreal. I think that's a big game. I would go with Ottawa on the money line. The money line is 165. That's measles your line, Canadian lines. On the Arizona is 185. I will go Ottawa -1 to get a big score for 245 on that line. And over under, I would have to go over. Both teams are actually, well, Anderson, he allowing so much goals. Darcy, he's playing good, but he's also a 5-0-2 in his last 7s. And he's trying to get an even record. He's 10 and 11 and 4 with a 2.6 goal against average, 9.14 save percent average. versus Ottawa in his last 4 games. It's screaming Ottawa -1 for a big score, but from what I see, from what I'm looking, from once I just finished breaking down, Arizona's second in on the road trip. Sec, they're second with road wins, 13 road wins, right behind the Flames. The Flames 16 road wins. They're first in the NHL with road wins. So I want to pick Ottawa. I think Ottawa's in a good spot, but to put money on it, I would have to roll with the hotter team, and the hotter team right now is Arizona. So I would pick, let's say, Arizona money line, but I don't have an official pick on any of these teams. But hey, let's go on to the next one. New York Islanders against Chicago. The Islanders, they're playing very good. They're really, really hot. They have what? I think it's a 5 game streak. Leonard and Ward is in net. I'm starting to like knowing that Ward is in net for Chicago. I like Leonard, especially with the team how hot they are playing. I like the way they're going, the direction they're going in, and I think they're gonna in a finish good to end to start their All-Star break. We have Chicago coming off a 8-5 whopping of Washington. I don't think they score 8 goals again. If I take the money line, Islanders is 155. Chicago is paying $2, 2-1. I see the obvious pick would be the Islanders, but I would go with Chicago to finish it off, to finish their homestand off before the All-Star break with at least a nice good 2 wins and show them that that Washington game was not a fluke. So I would have Chicago, but I don't have a pick on this game neither. Next game is Calgary. We got Calgary favored 140 against 235. That's Carolina. Calgary is right to be favored. The Flames, they're playing very hot. This is going to be a familiar game. The Flames, they have a couple players that know Carolina's people, and Carolina's players know the Flames, and they're going to meet up together. So it's going to be like a reunion sort of thing. We got Derek Ryan for the forward. We got even the head coach, Bill Peters. He knows, he was with the Carolina for 4 years. He knows how he wants to win. He does not want to lose against this team. But Carolina, they also have Doogie Hamilton, the college prospect, Adam Froy, and Michael Freeland. They're forward that are very familiar with the Flames also, and they're coming off a big whopping of Edmonton, 7-4 in that. And Freeland is expected to play today. So, and this is the first of the back-to-back before they meet Vancouver. Flames power play is kicking. I think Flames destroy these guys. I got Flames -1 on this. It's 140 money line, 235 for Carolina money line, and the 1.5 is 205. So Flames -1 for 205. And the over 6. I don't really like to bet overs, but I see a lot of goals in this one too. So if you don't like the -1, I recommend over 6 as well. Over 6.5 at 175. That's measles your lines. The last game we got, oh man, that's Edmonton versus Detroit. Edmonton's favored. Edmonton is 150. Detroit is 210. Edmonton, and that is Howard and Kuskimi. I'm not good with his name, but we know. They're on a back-to-back. Edmonton is really trash right now. They had a nice team meeting. Connor McDavid had a nice speech telling, I don't know exactly what he told the guys, but I hope he told the guys this is unacceptable with the losses that they're taking. The last time they played, Edmonton won 4-3. Sure. Detroit, they're going on the worst streak. They only won 4 games in their last 19 games. And it's not, this play that I would take is not really betting on Detroit, is actually betting against Edmonton. So I would take Detroit money line for the 210. I don't think the speech will help, or Edmonton is going to show up. I think they're going to need that 9 days of the All-Star break and really see what's going on there. So I would pick Detroit money line or no play. It's either Detroit or no play. There's no way I'm picking Edmonton. They're playing too awful. And I don't think that speech would help what happened there. So to go back, to recap the plays for hockey, because that's a little short slate. In Washington, after the 2 team meetings they had, all of that situation going on, San Jose's awful goaltending, I would have to pick Caps. So Caps money line. I got Caps money line. I got no play in Ottawa, Arizona. Chicago Islanders have no play. Flames Carolina over 6 goals. But I'll go for the biggest score. Flames -1 is 205. The 6 goals is 175. So let's go for the -1. Or you could put both. But I officially put -1. Flames, Calgary. And let's go Detroit. Detroit money line. And that's it for the NHL games. Let's go on to basketball. We got Toronto and Sacramento. Toronto, Sacramento. Toronto's favored by 9.5. The over-under is 227.5. In this game, Fox is not going to play. He's out. Kawhi Leonard is out. The Kings are 2-7 as the spread on back-to-backs. Raptors are 9-3 without Leonard against the spread. The over is screaming, but I think it goes under. The Kings haven't been playing like they play fast pace, but the past 8 games been going under. So I don't know if the book's been catching up with them or they're just making these lines too high. So with Kawhi out, the best defender, Fox out to run down the field, well, down the court, I think the safest pick would be Raptors -9. I think they cover easily after the smashing of Grizzlies. Raps -9. So that's my pick on that game. That you don't have, you can find that on Bet365, Intertops, online betting, wherever you bet, Measles or wherever, -9. Maybe some books you might find it -10, but try to buy down to -9 if you can. Always that extra point matters. Let's go on to our next game. Oklahoma versus Portland. Portland's coming off that nice win against Utah when they were underdogs, 5.5. Thunder's coming off the blowout win against the Knicks. They were favored by 9.5. They covered that easily. Now they're home. Both of them are all coming off a back-to-back. Wes loves to play Blazers. If I would pick on this one, a pick I would pick, I would look more into the prop bet. Yeah, we do prop bets here because we're playing on mise odds. And mise, they not only have the spreads and over-unders, they also have the props. So if you have trouble capping on what side to pick or over-under, try to pick a prop. Sometimes it may be easier. So Westbrook, this is the third team, top three, the third team he likes to play against. He scores the most against. He averages 28, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists against this team. With the way they've been playing, not a lot of defense have been playing, and these guys are a really good defensive team. Westbrook and Oklahoma City, they're not that good in 3 points, probably like worse in the league. I think second or last, something like that. I don't have the stats right here in front of me, but they're not good at threes. They both have played some defense. My official pick, it's either, and I can't trust OKC on any type of spread. Portland, I don't think Nurkic could play a game he played yesterday on the back-to-back. Paul George should have a field day today. I would pick the under in this game. I think defense wakes up. I think these guys show some more, I find, more determination to lock down on D. And not as much running, more ISO ball, I find that's going to go on. So I would pick the under in this game. Under 225. Thunder Blazers. The under is 21-11 in the last time these guys played. Like in the matchups, I think it's going to go to 22-11. So I'll put the under 225. And if I would have to pick a prop bet, who's going to stop Paul George? Paul George to get his points. That's 27.5. But my official play on this game is under 225. Let's go to the next game. Dallas versus Clippers. Dallas is favored by 3.5. Some places 4. On the mise is 3.5. 185 for them to cover the spread. 165 for Clippers to cover. So Clippers is actually favored to cover the spread. The money line, though, if you think the Clippers are going to win, you would find value on the money line for $2. Dallas, the money line is 155. Lou Williams is confirmed playing, and Dennis Smith is confirmed back. I think that Dennis Smith back in the lineup is going to mess up the chemistry that's going on right now with Dallas. Lou Williams back. These guys, Clippers, just coming off of a big win off of San Antonio Spurs. No one thought they were going to win that one. I really didn't either. So they're coming off a nice high. Dallas, they're coming. They just played yesterday. They're coming off a back and back. They just got beat against Milwaukee. They covered the spread by 0.5. Well, 1.5 was 11.5 spread. They covered it, but they are 0-7 as the spread on back to backs. So, and the last time they played, Dallas beat Clippers 114 to 110. If Lou Williams plays, he should be playing. So Lou Williams in, I play Clippers. Lou Williams not doesn't play for some sort of reason, I have no pick. But Lou Williams there, I got Clippers. Clippers on Clippers to cover. Well, to win this game actually, money line Clippers to win. If Lou Williams play, Clips win. Um, the last game we got, Phoenix and Minnesota. They just played yesterday actually. Their girls needed a buzzer beater to beat these guys. Phoenix is without Dayton and a couple other dudes. No big men. A couple other dudes. I say that because they're not really a big importance to the team, but they're big men, so that's more bodies. Bender is starting. I find he's garbage. Towns had 28 at halftime. I think he goes off again for another 30 points. On this pick, it's Minnesota to cover or nothing, but I find it safer to put Towns to cover to get his points, 25.5 over on that. Um, but regarding the side, I think Minnesota shows up and covers that spread. They didn't cover yesterday, but I think they cover today. They let Suns know you guys are not ready and you guys are still in develop mode. We're trying to go somewhere. I'm not saying Minnesota's going to go anywhere, but they're trying to go somewhere, and I think they take advantage of this weak Suns team and they cover the spread. So for the 4 games, I got 3 picks, and the fourth one's a lean. So on the spread side, Toronto to cover, Oklahoma under 225. Toronto to cover the 9.5 spread. If Lou Williams plays, I got Clippers money line and Minnesota to cover the spread to 4.5. Prop picks if you want. I got prop picks. That'll be all up in the show too, but I look for value. So the prop picks, like I said, if you don't want to pick sides, the prop picks, I would put Minnesota to no Towns to get his points. Russell Westbrook not to get his assists, not to get 11 assists, and a prop in Dallas. Probably Tobias Harris over Doncic, Luka, or nah, I wouldn't put that. I don't like the prop bets where it's over the other guy, unless it's a real like you feel see value, and a 145 is not enough value for me to lose my money. So I like the over in this game. Lou Williams plays. I like the over. The money line. And a human, I put Harrison Barnes not to get is 18 points. So Harrison Barnes not to get 19.5. Well, 18.5. So Harrison Barnes not to get 19. And then so yeah, those are my plays. Toronto to cover the spread. OKC under. Minnesota to cover. If Lou Williams plays,